Duggar News. Jason Duggar broke family rules under fire for sinful activity. Shocking truth. Hello friends. Welcome to my channel. I am Helen. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Jason Duggar has been making headlines for his shocking new life update. He has been showing signs of having alcohol. Duggar News fans already know that alcohol was restricted in the Duggar family. Jim and Michelle never allowed their children to go near alcohol because of the strict IBLP rules. Fans have noticed huge changes in the family members and their practices lately. Many siblings have been breaking the stereotypes of their conservative family. Jason has become very active on social media since his marriage to Maddie. They have been sharing their wholesome life updates with their followers. The Counting on Stars have even started their own YouTube channel. But why are fans accusing Jason of drinking alcohol? Did Jim allow his boys to drink? What is all this about? Jason and Maddie launched their own YouTube channel. Jason Duggar has been more active on social media than ever. He has been sharing all the lovely moments with his wife Maddie. Lately, the couple decided to share more about their lives with Duggar News fans. They have just informed the audience about their latest YouTube channel. Jason and Maddie joined their fellow Duggars to start their own channel. Jason informed his followers about his upcoming project in the latest Q&A. The pair have not shared a video on their channel yet. Still, they have gained almost 500 followers. Fans have been excited to see Jason and Maddie on the platform. They have been waiting to see the couple's vlog like other family members. Unfortunately, some viewers have caught Jason in a sinful activity. What did he do? Fans caught major details on Jason's sinful activity. Always on the lookout for more details on the Duggar family. Jason and Maddie have been sharing many updates on their beautiful lives on social media. The former raised eyebrows when the viewers caught him doing a sinful activity. Recently, Jason liked a video where a person talked about buying wine from the liquor store for her wedding. Hence, a Redditor shared the clip and wondered whether the reality TV star had started drinking alcohol. The OP wrote, "I knew Jill and maybe Duggar has drank or drinks alcohol, but I didn't realize any of the other kids partake in that sinful activity." Previously, Jill has admitted to drinking an alcoholic pina colada. However, she has not been following the IBLP culture for a long time. The reality TV star is also estranged from her family, but Jason is still a part of the family. Several fans shared their thoughts on his latest activity. One fan said, "It's only a sinful activity if someone else does it, and I decide it's sinful for them to do it." Another user felt that Jim might have made the rules only for his daughter, and the boys could do anything they wanted. Jinger Duggar reveals which sister she leans on most. Jinger Duggar Vuolo is currently preparing for a big change in her life, the arrival of her third child. While this moment is full of excitement, Jinger is finding it helpful to lean on someone for support. As she gets ready to welcome a new baby, she has been in constant communication with one of her sisters. This sisterly bond has proven to be an essential part of Jinger's experience as she navigates the challenges of pregnancy, motherhood, and the excitement of expanding her family. Jinger didn't want a boy. Jinger and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, are parents to two daughters, Felicity and Evangeline. Now they are eagerly awaiting the arrival of a baby boy in March. Jinger shared that, after having two girls, the news of having a boy came as a surprise. She even admitted to being so shocked that she almost fell off my chair when she found out. "I feel like everything felt the same," she explained, but the idea of having a son after two daughters was something she wasn't prepared for. Even though she was taken aback by the news, Jinger is thrilled to be having a boy. She mentioned that the whole idea of raising a son felt foreign after being a mother to two girls. The anticipation of meeting her new son has brought her and Jeremy much joy. Jinger Duggar Vuolo also explained how she and Jeremy like to keep their baby's name a secret until after the birth. This tradition has been something they've stuck to with each of their children. They believe that sharing the name beforehand often invites judgment, and once the baby is born, everyone thinks the name is the cutest ever. It's a strategy that has worked well for the couple. as it allows them to avoid outside opinions on their personal choices. Despite living far from her family in Los Angeles, Duggar values the close relationships she has with her siblings. She says that being able to FaceTime with them has been a great comfort, especially as she prepares to become a mother of 3. She finds it a blessing to be able to connect with her sisters despite the physical distance between them. So which sister has Duggar been leaning on the most during this exciting and busy time? It's her younger sister, Joanna Duggar, who has been a constant source of support. Both sisters are in a similar phase of life. Joanna already has 3 kids, and Duggar is about to add a 3rd to her family. The two have been talking often, offering each other advice and encouragement through FaceTime calls. Despite the age difference, Duggar describes Joanna as feeling like the older sister. Their close connection has been a major source of comfort for Duggar as she gets ready to welcome her son. Duggar News: Joanna and Austin expecting more kids. Finally confirmed it. In the past decade, Duggar News followers have seen the infamous family undergo many changes. They were once very well liked among the TLC audience. Then, Josh Duggar came into the limelight with many horrendous crimes, and many family members parted ways with the eldest family member and began focusing on their solo lives, including Joanna Duggar. Currently, Joanna Duggar has been pursuing her job as a content creator. As she already has a fan following from the show, they are always happy to stay in the loop about her life. Joanna and her husband, Austin Forsyth, currently have 3 kids, and fans are curious to know if they'll extend her family like the rest of the Duggars. The former finally answered this. Joanna's family sold their home, moving someplace big for expanding family. Joanna Duggar has been keeping Duggar News fans updated about every single highlight of her life. Last year, one of the major changes in her life included moving into a new home and selling their old one. She and her husband, Austin Forsyth, had just moved into their home of 5 years when their firstborn, Gideon, was merely a toddler. But they sold it and have moved into a rental. While Joanna has uploaded many pictures from her new home, she has not shared a proper tour of it. The star insists that it is just a temporary fix and that her family wishes to move into a farm-like setting soon. But she has not said when that will happen. Everyone is curious to know if the family is deciding to support their expanding family. So, is Joanna pregnant? Joanna Duggar confirmed she wants to have more kids with Austin Forsyth. It's been a while since Duggar News followers got to catch up with Joanna Duggar. While she is very open about her everyday life through social media, everyone remains very curious about some things. For instance, she still has not given a tour of her new rental. Apart from this, there are rumors going around that Joanna might be pregnant once again. Longtime viewers must remember how Joanna and Austin Forsyth had their first baby, Gideon, in 2018. Then, 2 years later, they had their daughter Evelyn. At last, in 2023, they had their baby boy Gunnar. Since then, everyone has been curious if Joanna and Austin have plans to expand their family and have more kids. Because of their IBLP teachings, it's common in households to bear as many kids as possible. Well, Joanna decided to answer this question as a fan inquired about it in an Ask Anything session. She was in a car with her husband as she asked him if they had plans to have more kids. She said, "Okay, babe, people want to know. More babies, well." Austin nodded his head in a yes. Then Joanna said she definitely wanted to have more kids, but not instantly. She explained that she had a feeling of not being done, but she didn't feel ready either. She wanted to take things one at a time, or maybe 2, if they ever have twins. But as per the current circumstances, she was enjoying where she was with her 3 kids and loving husband. Duggar reveals identity crisis led to her freedom. The Duggar family has been involved in many controversies over the years. However, some of the family members have found a way out and escaped the family and the lifestyle they were forced to live for so many years. One of those people is Duggar. Duggar has a new book, and in it, she talks about how she had an identity crisis that helped her find her way out. Here is what you need to know. Duggar talks finding herself. Duggar has a new book called People Pleaser, breaking free from the burden of imaginary expectations. She said the book has that name because that is what she saw herself as for too many years. While promoting the new book, Duggar talked about what her life was like until she had an identity crisis. I realized I was so worried about what other people thought about me, that it kind of led me down not the best path in my thoughts, Duggar explained. She said she would worry that she was fat, even bought she wasn't. She said these thoughts began when she was a teen. Thankfully, I had awesome people who came around me and helped me out of that struggle of just struggling with an eating disorder, she said. Duggar said that these doubts also caused her to become a people pleaser. She felt she couldn't speak up for herself and was just trying to make everyone else happy. 2 years into her marriage, Shish had the identity crisis that made her realize that things had to change. Duggar married Jeremy Bulow in 2016. Whenever we were first married, I remember just being afraid of almost everyone, afraid to trust them, Duggar said. She realized she was in an unhealthy place and didn't know what to do. Duggar Bulow says Jeremy helped her out of it. She said this had nothing to do with her husband. She said that Jeremy was there to help her, and he wanted nothing but the best for her. We were a couple of years into marriage, really, when I realized I think that jolt of like, okay, wow, who am I, she said. Duggar said she felt like a clone of who people wanted her to be. She felt it was time to show how she really feels about certain topics. She, at first, hid it from her husband because of the religious teachings of Bill Gothard. She finally broke free of that. I think he really helped me to grow in that area because he would say, I don't know who Duggar is. I would hear what you're thinking about. What things do you like? What things do you not like? Please tell me if I do anything that annoys you. Tell me, Duggar. That gave me so much freedom to be able to open up and be vulnerable, and then to be able to build genuine relationships. Why Duggar says filming a reality show now would be drastically different. Duggar spent more than a decade in front of the reality TV cameras, and now, 5 years after Counting On ended, she doesn't seem eager to go back. Duggar, 31, and her husband Jeremy Bulow talked about the possibility of a reality return on the January 22 episode of the Duggar and Jeremy podcast. The 19 Kids and Counting alum thought about it, but admitted she wouldn't be able to recapture the nostalgia of the past. I don't know. I don't think so, she said. Not right now, not in this season of life. She qualified that by saying that if she were to do another reality show, it wouldn't be following every aspect of life, as Bulow, 37, put it. Duggar added, however, that she does miss some aspects of reality TV. For all those years you have the sweet memories of traveling and stuff, but it's not all the same, she said. Because you wouldn't have your same film crew, you wouldn't have your same people you're working with. And you're not filming as a larger family unit, so there's lots of things that would feel so drastically different if you did a show again. The 6th of 19 Duggar kids in the TLC reality franchise. Duggar first rose to fame in 2008 when the show, then called 17 Kids and Counting, premiered. She later appeared in the spin-off series Counting On, which ran from 2015 to 2020. Now, she and Bulow share 2 kids with a third due in March. Bulow, a former professional soccer player, is now a minister. The couple co-wrote a memoir titled, The Hope We Hold, Finding Peace in the Promises of God, in 2021 and appear content in having closed the reality TV chapter of their lives. Bulow compared it to the end of his soccer career. Though he competed in MLS for the New York Red Bulls and then in the now-defunct NASL, he stepped away in 2014 to focus on ministry. It was a chapter, he said. It closed and I went, yeah, that's done. The Lord led me in a different direction. He empathized with Duggar's sentiment about it not being the same, adding that it's good to have a healthy break from one chapter to the next. Otherwise, you're constantly living in the past, he said. And if there's too much nostalgia, it can lead to this depression because you're thinking, man, I'll never get that back, or I'll never have this opportunity again.